Awesome people, I hope you guys are doing great. Today in this video I'll be teaching you the best export settings for Filmora in 2025. So if this is the first time you're watching my video, then please do consider subscribing to my channel, as I'll be bringing more videos related to Filmora, as this is Filmora Made Easy. Alright, so first and foremost thing what I want you guys to do is just go ahead and open up Wondershare Filmora 14. So for me right now making the video, the version is 14.7.4. For you it might be different one. All right, to export the video in the highest quality possible, I want you to open up the project file that you're working on. Once you do that, before that also I want you to make sure go to click on the help button and then click on check for update. This is very important because most of the people, they just ignore it, but using the best using the latest version of Filmora is really important because it just brings more bug fixes along with more features that will help you to export your videos in the highest quality possible. All right, so as we are sure that we have the latest and the greatest version, and also this video is has been edited properly with all the things that I want, I will be clicking on the export button. Now once you do that, we are here with this settings. You also can have export the video into different devices format. For example, as you can see, go to the device tab, select any of the devices that you might want, but as we are talking about the highest quality possible, so we'll select to local tab, and then what I want you to do is go and click on the advanced button, because that's where all the magic happens. Now first, make sure to choose format as MP4 because that's the best quality. For resolution, select the resolution that you want. For me, the video that I'm working on is a full HD resolution video. That's why I'll use 1920 x 1080. But if you're using a 4K resolution video, then of course go ahead and use the 4K resolution, which is 4096 x 2160. So you can go ahead and use it. But for me, as I'm using a full HD, so I'll select 1920 x 1080. After selecting that, make sure encoder is selected to H.264 because there's that. Just use H.264. For frame rate, it depends on how smooth the video you want. Most of the videos are in 30 frames per second, but for me, as I'm creating an educational video, and also the source video that I used also is in 60 frames per second. That's why I'll use 60 frames per second. But if you're using or if you're creating a normal YouTube video or talking head video, or maybe you're creating a movie, then of course you can go ahead and use 24 frames per second. It's just the standard. All right, 160 frames per second is selected. Like, you can go ahead and select the frame rate that you want. In bitrate mode, set to VRB, which is variable bitrate. For bitrate drop-down menu, just go ahead and select high because we want it to be high as possible. And for the bitrate, make sure you select the highest possible. The more value or the highest bitrate you go, the bigger the size, and also the better the quality. But I've seen that for full HD video, for full HD resolution, 10,000 does pretty great job, but it depends on you. You can just go ahead and use something like greater than 10,000 as well. It depends on you what you use. And also if you're using a full 4K resolution, then of course the bitrate should be higher than that. Make sure you're using around like 100,000 or maybe 80,000, something like that. So make sure you do that. Now for me, I'll select 1920 x 1080. Select the bitrate to high, 10,000 kilobits is fine. For export color space, make sure you use SDR Rec 709. Most of the users are fine with this, but it's for advanced users. But for you, SDR color space is just perfectly fine. For compression quality, set none. Encoder settings AAC, that's the only option. And sample rating is 44/100 and bitrate is 192. It is just fine for audio. And here you can also go ahead and save it as a preset. Now if I go ahead and click on it and just type in a name like full HD preset 60 FPS, because 60, I will get to know that this preset has 60 frames per second selected. So this is great because when you're editing your videos, you don't want to go to settings or advanced and just select all the settings, right? You just go there, click on the drop down menu of preset and select your preset and export the video. Boom, you're done. All right, so that is for landscape video, which is 16:9. Now let's go ahead and check for vertical video. And for that, let me just go ahead and select a vertical video that I just worked previously for a client of mine. And all right, so this is the video that I have right now. There's me out there, so yeah, please enjoy my potato face. All right, so the video I am working on this project is a 4K resolution video of 30 frames per second, which is really important. And yeah, as the frame rate is 30 frames per second, you don't want to go ahead and use 60 frames per second because it won't make any difference. All right, so we'll click on the export button for the vertical video and then go to advanced. Now, when we click on the advanced button, we can go ahead and select the format to MP4. Resolution is set to my 4K resolution. Encoder, select H.264, frame rate to 30 frames per second or 29.97. I don't know why, but you can use that. For bitrate mode, set VRB. Bitrate quality set to medium. For bitrate set, as this is 4K, I'll choose around like 100,000. Okay, let's go to high and select as 100,000. Export color space as SDR. Compression quality none. And for audio, it is stereo, 44/100 as sample rate, and bitrate as 192. And we'll click on apply. And finally, we can click on the export button, and then we can use that video file to upload in YouTube or any other social media platform to get the best quality possible. Well, that's pretty much it. If you have any doubts or any questions, please let me know in the comment box down below. I would love to help you out. And if this is the first time watching, like I said, please do consider subscribing to my channel, as I'll bring in more videos related to Filmora, as this is Filmora Made Easy. This is Fibro signing out, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.